Hello and welcome to this demonstration. I am testing out, launching a web app for Afferent Signal. The idea of the app is to have a user come in, enter their information. It's basically a client intake form. And then that information gets sent over to Afferent Signal, and then we can work with the client from there. The form's intention is to make it easy to follow through. Gives a contact option if they don't want to fill out the form, or if the form doesn't work for them or they need to add more to it. Um, this iteration of it is set up to work with Google Sheets. It was built in the Google Scripts environment, and the information that is captured here gets stored into a Google Sheet, uh, which can be reviewed by whoever, but also an email is sent to the contact admin at Afferent Signal in this case. So that's a quick introduction to it, and then we'll just walk through, and I think the form will kind of explain the types of information that we're capturing, and then you know what happens with it. So we switched over to the form. I'm going to open it up actually in a private window. So this is the link to the web app itself. We'll just see. There we go. It opens. And the reason I was opening it in a private window, I've been trying to share this with somebody earlier today, and they were having issues, and I've been able to open it on a couple different instances. So I think it's an issue on their end and not on my end. But I do want to figure out what that is on their end. But anyway, for now, this is the page. So this is Afferent Signal, Data Intelligence Platform, Client Intake. The idea of this is to bring in for the client to provide their information. So we have the information to start the conversation. We can see what we have already in house available to help with that, and then that will guide the conversation as we talk to them. Otherwise, so we'll just walk through and actually fill this out. I'm going to fill this out from the perspective of the Westbrook City Band. I started working on an app for them earlier, but I wanted to run it through this and see how the process works anyway. So here we go with that. So organization name, say, whoops, Westbrook City Band. And we see the drop down for organization type, and we can look here. None of these are wrong. CPG manufacturer, grocery retailer, distributor, broker. What with that? The organization types are mostly based on these categories. This is who the target audience is out the gate. Although you'll see here where we're putting in for Westbrook City Band, um, this has wouldn't fall under any of those categories, but works well for a organization. All right, so we've got Westbrook City Band, their website. I think I just got this information. So let me see. Did I save it? That's a question. Uh, I think I can pause this one second. No, I cannot pause it. That's all right. I went to it the other day, so we'll just pull up that history. I'll get it from here. So this is the information I got from the Westbrook City Band. This was all looking online. And I have the website saved here. They're asking for that, so put the website in. Approximate employees. We'll go by band members, and I think that's 11 to 50. Sounds right. And we'll just use me. All right, so then we get down to the project request. This is just basically the information that's going to be used to shape whatever it is that's being requested. In this case, we want to make a web app, so primary data needed gives you a description of what that data is, and based on this, well, it's certainly not pricing intelligence. It's not promotional effectiveness, although that could be a part of it, but that's not the driving factor. We'll go custom other. I think most of this is going to be just custom. All right. So in here we want the project summary. I'll just refer back to that PDF. If it's still open. Let's see what I put in here. We're trying to figure out include. Okay. Did I put that in here? I don't think I did. So we'll just give a description. Oops. All right. I got a wrist brace on. I gotta take off because I can't type like this. There we go. All right. So. Um, So we got the project summary. That's all. That's probably the most, but you get the most work in this. But you, if the client does that, they have to think about it a little bit, and it lets them kind of go on. As I was writing this, by the end, I started going out of scope of what I wanted, but it turns into a wish list, which is fine. Um, I think it's better to get a wish list, and that way it's something to aim for, and gives us the opportunity to try different things. So then we get to the desired timeline. I'll just say, yeah, we want it right away. And indicative budget, I'll say under 5K, considering it's a community band. Yeah, under 5K. Data formats available. So we don't have anything for the Westbrook City band as far as anything going over. So we would check none yet. Then we go to platform commitments, and this is just authorizations. So we're saying that the data that we get in is all going to be anonymized. Um, there's no, there is personal information on that right here. That's contact information, but we handle that separately, um, which has nothing to do with that. So anyway, so acknowledgments, yes, yes, they are required fields, so they have to be checked. And additional needs. So this is basically saying if I couldn't get everything in there, or if I want to talk it out, we can schedule a 45-minute uh, Google Meet call. So we'd fill that in there and then give our preferred time and then submit intake requests. So we don't have to fill this out. It's optional. We don't have any additional needs, we'll say, and then we hit submitted request. Excuse me. So thank you. The request has been received, and you'll receive the respond within 1 week, um, and that's it. So um, the form has been submitted, and I now have that in a Google Sheets, and I can go ahead and begin work on, the process of parsing that information and seeing what kind of web app we can make from it. So, and that we can go over at a different time, but I just wanted to introduce that client intake portal for Afferent Signal as it is now.